Alright, so I'm going to do a little recap. It's too long to say it before, so I'm just going to say it pretty concisely right now. So we can have it. Um, Alright, so first off, I'm going to go over our sack wave. Um, so first of all, for sack waves, this is going to be when we're at Uber, full Uber disad. We lost our med, their med lived, and they got the point. So we're in a bad situation. And we don't really want to try to fight the point when they have the point to defend and they also have Uber and we don't. That's too much. We'll probably lose that, probably lose our medic, and then just have to reset again. We'd rather wait and take the time and have our medic build. But while that happens, it's actually enough time for a player to die and to respawn again before we're even ready, so we might as well just have 4 of our players go in and die since we only need 1 to build. And while they're at it, maybe we can get their Uber out. And then we'll actually be pushing with add instead of just going for an even exchange. Of course, essential to this is that Nines cannot die. If Nines dies, then we just have to wait for Nines to spawn again and we start from square one. So, we definitely want to make sure to protect the medic. Obviously. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to have Nines come out this way with our whole team. I think, let's see. I guess we'll go out this way for our sack wave because this is like the bombing area is from here. Nines' job here is to get all the people who are going to be bombing buffed up and be ready to escape if you see any threat coming. Malta's job is to come with us. He's probably not going to get buffed because he's not actually part of the sack wave, but he's just going to be security, checking every hiding space, looking at the sky, making sure no one's bombing, making sure there isn't like some dumb sticky trap that's going to screw everything up. And then once the bombers take off, he's going to ferry Nines back to spawn. And from the safety of the spawn room, he will build Uber as fast as possible. And definitely don't let your health get to 185 because we want to be building at maximum speed because literally everything we're doing is waiting for you to get Uber. Like if it takes you an extra 2 seconds to build Uber, then that means that we'll have 2 less seconds on the cap time when we do eventually cap it because everything gets pushed back. So definitely, I mean, and since you're in spawn with a spawn cabinet and stuff, you can just get down to like 85 health or whatever. Just like you don't have to get close to 185. But yeah, just build at max speed. I'm gonna have Soup be like the little main color for the bombers, so you can just say like 3, 2, 1 bomb. There shouldn't be anything else in the comms really, so you can say that. Yeah, from this general area. And then throughout our scrims, I want Soup to just be like the guardian, lead bomber. And so you guys, 6row and Jacqueline, try and time your bombs off of him. So like at first, the first time just do it at the exact same time it is him. But then if you notice that like Soup lands, and then you're coming in a second after him, or maybe you came in like a second or 2 before him, then next time go when he gets to like 2 instead of 3. Or I guess 2 instead of 1. Like 3, 2, 1. And if you're a little bit early, then, vice versa. Try and perfect it so that we can all be flying in the exact same time. So that an enemy scout will see 3 aircraft at the same time. If you guys come in even just a tiny bit apart from each other, then, you're going to have 2 scouts both denying 1 soldier or 1 demo. And then they're going to do it to the second one and then to the third one. Whereas if we all come in at the same time, then it'll make it a lot more difficult for them, a lot more chaotic. And then our sack wave might actually work. Which, to be honest, I think it's more likely that our sack waves will not work, but there's no downside to doing them, which is why we're doing it. Also, I've decided that this is called Balcony. That was the thing we were trying to decide on. And I am going to be part of the sack wave either on Scout or on Spy. If I'm on Scout, I guess I'll just like be peeking around, trying to figure out where the traps are, and more importantly, where the medic is. I think it's smart for the medic to be in bunker, as I'll talk about later, but he might be out here or something, he might be left, or he might even be like super far behind. Maybe they're trying to get smart, thinking like, oh, a sack wave's coming, we'll have our medic get way out of here. And if he is, that'd be weird, but then we can just push, because they're not holding the point. That's why you can't do that. But if they do it, then that's what we would do. But I doubt it's going to happen. So I'm just gonna go in and spot them for soup, and then I'll try and time my rush with you guys, and maybe I'll be able to slip by someone and hit a medic or help you guys out in some way. Or I'm gonna be on spy, and then I'm gonna take this pack and invisibly go through here and try and come up behind the medic and perhaps get a backstab, because I feel like when trying to assault this bunker, spy might have a better chance than a scout. I mean, it's a sack wave either way. And also, we could try double spy. This is definitely a situation when double spy actually isn't silly, because we're all planning on dying anyway. So it's not like you're gonna get stuck on spy, and it's not like we're not protecting our team because we aren't doing that whole thing. And that's another thing for Koth strategy in general, is that like it's different than 5CP in the sense that like you can't get rolled in Koth. Like they can take this point, but there's no second, no last. So like holding territory isn't really a thing. Like if you give up this territory right here, that's really the only one. There's no forward hold on this map. So if we're in like a mid fight and we're gonna lose the fight, like it's either you win the fight or you lose the fight. It's not like if you lose the fight really badly, then they roll your second and then other things happen. Like no, there's no territory. It's not like a pushing and pulling type thing like you usually have in 5CP, which means that like the lives of the non-medics are kind of less important. I mean they are important because like for the sake of a fight, obviously they need to stay alive. But you will respawn, and we can have our entire team be wiped, and all they can do is take the point and wait. So it's kind of a different scenario. And the point of that is basically to say that I think Uber charges are more important in Koth than they are in 5CP, because like players aren't as important, and the thing that you're going to be waiting on and like depending on is the charge percentage, not ground, because like they can't have you on your last and then like even if you have ads you're on your last, because it's just 1 point. But anyway, so we should make sure to protect my nines. I should do that, and getting their medic is bueno. Anyway, so that was our sack wave. I want us to try to dial that in so that we can get it so that we all land at the same time, and try and figure out if like having maybe one projectile class fly in the back and try to cover this back door, if that works well, or whatever. Just try and hit them at the same time and see what we can make happen. And if we fail to get their Uber out, then we're going to push anyway, take the exchange. If we do get the Uber out, we're going to do the same thing, but then we'll have ad, and so we can be more aggressive and stuff. In terms of us defending their sack wave, let's say this is us over here. I want nines to be standing up here, because you won't get splashed off of the back wall, and this is going to be hard to splash because you can like back up, and they'd have to like try to hit that or that and juke it. So you're just generally a hard target. If I'm a soldier and I land here and I see the medic back there, it's like not a friendly looking shot. It's kind of difficult for me if here I walk with my rocket. And then there will also be a dome man standing right here in your face, who will have already blown you up because he has sticky traps around here to get the bombers from the land. You could also put traps up on tower to get the bombers. But anyway, yeah, 6 rows are going to blow them up as they land, hopefully, and then body block them and pipe them. Meanwhile, Soup guards the back door, either here or here. Again, physically blocking the door. If I'm a roamer and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get the med, and then I see a soldier blocking it, I mean, I have to now kill this buffed soldier and then get the med. Like, yeah, right, it's not happening. Usually sackers aren't going to shoot anyone except for the med intentionally, so forcing yourself in the way is a great thing to do. Another thing for like scouts and stuff, which is really good, is if someone's sacking for your med, they're not going to shoot you. So like if it's a soldier, you can get like right up next to them, because they're not going to waste a rocket on you. That doesn't help them at all. So there's no reason to like keep back from them in the way that you normally would. Jump right up into their face. You can even like jump alongside them as they fly sometimes. That's a great way to do like 100 damage meat shots. As you deny bombers, you can even body block them for this situation. Anyway, back on target. I'm gonna be like up here so I can get heals and deny bombers, and Malta's gonna be up here to like also deny them. Hopefully he'll shoot them right as they take off, and then I'll also shoot them, and that should effectively slow them down and then totally deny them. And Jacqueline is kind of free to do whatever. Air shots. If you see their medic, definitely feel free to try and kill them. They shouldn't have their medic too far forward, but if it happens and you kill a medic, then that wastes them a boatload of time. So definitely that's something to look out for. Let's see, what else? I have found some sticky spots. I don't need to go down, man. I can just show you. Right here, you can place stickies. They're pretty invisible. You have to look pretty far down to see them. And what I'm thinking is I would stand up here if like we think there's a sack wave coming, for example, and you can like get a little pixel peek right here and like watch for beam or watch for the medic to walk through, and then hopefully blow him up because he might come up that far to buff his teammates, thinking that he's safe. He won't see you right here. Then you blow him up, it's a sticky, and fly. Pretty simple. These are crates. So our crate, their house or bunker, our house or bunker, our roof, their roof. Okay, I'm just gonna say one of each. Their tower, balcony. I guess like lower balcony or like lower right, whatever. This would be balcony pack. This is valley or left. Valley pack. Saw or main. I said tower already. This is trench. Trench pack. Platform. Backdoor. Backdoor. And by the way, if they're sack waving, the call is bunker. That's what I'm gonna say for like getting in here and not letting them die of the sack wave. Here's that sticky trap I mentioned earlier. And it can also be spotted from over here. You can wait for like the beam to go through and then time it when the medic's gonna walk there. It's a pretty safe way to get a pretty good chance at a medic pick. And also, you can put stickies up here. And ignore this one. But the enemy team won't be able to see it. They can't see these stickies until they're actually up in the air and soldiers are bombing it. Scouts won't be able to see it either. They'll probably get up here and then notice it and then have to suddenly fall back, which will slow them down and create chaos and make them... it's quite likely that it'll make like the other teammates that aren't going for the roof overextend when these teammates bait them because they see the stickies and they have to turn around at the last second. Or if they're really stupid, they might actually die to them. Oh, and here's... check it out.